The damage, because we're talking about devastating floods here, and floods, they can lead to mold. So with this recovery, it's expected to last weeks or even months. Our Raegan Medgie is in hard-hit Pacific, Missouri with more. Raegan, I know it's been a long weekend for you. What's the very latest about the cleanup efforts?
It's ongoing, and it's going to be ongoing not only for days, for weeks, and possibly for months. Once neighborhoods here in Pacific, Missouri and surrounding neighborhoods started going underwater, people started pouring in to help, donating items, cleaning products. And then there were other people, like you see behind me with all the work going on. Some just grabbed a bucket and went to work. When tragedy strikes here in Eureka, Missouri, it hits home.
Seeing Old Town, seeing Joe Bacardi's, where my family ate for years and had, celebrations, and it was just heart-wrenching to see, because this is such a part of me. I've been here all my life.
This community, like so many others around it, flooded when the Meramec River spilled over its banks, cresting at more than 46 feet between Christmas and New Year's Eve. But even before those waters started receding,
we started down here doing assessment when the day the water went down.
Andrea Roth got moving.
They took out all the baseboards, all the drywall comes out. They have to take all the door jambs out.
She grew up here.
This was the Eureka High School.
And for her, this isn't work. It's simply helping her neighbors, who are more like family.
This is something you're going to remember the rest of your lives, and for, various reasons. For the bad, that, to see something devastating, but also for the good. To see what people can do to help each other.
It is just fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. You can't describe the outpouring of volunteers here.
A few doors down inside Charles Glick's building, a little sweat equity ended up bringing out the best in people.
And then we'll go on to the next little task.
Here inside Eureka's Central Baptist Church, business owners and people can start grabbing cleaning supplies. Then if they need anything else, they go down the line and grab things like toiletries, food, and clothing. And all the donations you see started pouring in last Wednesday, right as the neighborhoods in this region started going underwater.
It's pretty unique. Eureka has always been this way.
For everything that goes on in the world, it just really makes you feel good. That there are some people out there with great hearts and great intentions, so it's really neat.
So if you have been impacted by the flood, or if you know someone who has been, that donation location that you saw in my story just before is at Central Baptist Church in Eureka. So if you have been impacted, you are more than welcome to go in, and they will help you with not only items if you need, also a person to talk to. And last but not least, as we're here on the ground, you have the National Guard patrolling, making sure everyone is protected. In addition, organizations like the Charity of Hope, we just saw drive through here in Pacific, Missouri, to make sure that the disaster relief efforts are on hand. Guys, back to you.
Raegan, to add salt to the wound, we do have some more rain in the forecast, so Chris has more on that. We have some good news, though, with this rain. It's not anything like we expected, but it might hamper those cleanup efforts.
It's not going to be a lot of rain.